Turkey Tuesday, we're back. Hopefully you're able to get all your stuff done and you're not too tired. We are going to do a review today. So we're going to be on page 159 and 162. I always like to pull the pages out because that's just the way I like to work. But if you don't like to do that, leave them in your book. So we're going to do what we always do. We are going to go through each question one by one, change them, mark some of them out that I don't like. So get your pencil ready. And away we go. Okay. Number one looks good. And what I do on my paper, you do on your paper. Select all, which means more than one answer. I'll give you a hint. It has two correct answers on this one. Part B looks good. Number two looks good. Let's see if one object is left over. We can just mark that out. Okay, so mark that out. It's just asking if the object will be even or odd. So that's all you have to write is one word. 4 looks good. 5 looks good. Let's mark out B. Okay. All right, let's turn it over. A looks good. B is fine. 7 is fine. You've done a chart like that before. If you don't remember how, just skip it, I guess. So what you have to do is match one of these problems to the answer to one of these. So first you have to solve them. Okay, you have to solve them on top. 9 divided by 1 is 9. 0 divided by 3 is 3. 1 times 6 is 6. 7 divided by 7 is 1. And then solve these and then match the two problems. Okay. Number 8, we are going to take that guy out. Number 9, write a multiplication equation. Okay, so there's a bar diagram. If you don't like them, don't use them. You just have to write the problem. Okay. Looks like a lot of questions, but it's really not. 10A is good. 10B, no. Too much. Too many words, it gets all confusing. 11 is good. 12 is good. 13 is good. 14 is good. 15A, yes. B, no. So 15A, it says Gennaro wrote 4 true statements. Select all. So there's going to be 4 correct answers in that one. It even tells you how many there are. 16 is good. 17 is good. And 18, just solve the problem. Okay. So what you need to do right now is stop, pause me, and I need you to solve the problems. Solve the problems first. Don't let me do all the work. I'm not the one taking your test tomorrow. You need the practice. It's your test tomorrow. Okay. So I need you to stop watching and solve them. Okay, so you should have solved all those problems already. If you have not solved them, stop watching and go solve them. That's your job as a student, okay? I'm going over them as a review. So you could get your little red checking pen or a marker and give yourself a little star when you get them correct. Okay, it's always fun to do. Great, let's start with number 1. Heather wrote a multiplication fact and a division fact for the array below. So one multiplication fact, one division fact. So we know we're going to have two answers. So we have to figure out what the array is, right? So I'm going to count my rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to count my columns. So I know it's 5 times something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know my array is 5 times 9. And anything times 9, 45, right? Or I could have skipped counting by 5. So I know the first one is correct. 5 times 5 is 25, but that doesn't match our array. 45 divided by 5 is 9. Fact family, 45 divided by 5 is 9, or 45 divided by 9 is 5. Fact family. 10 times 5 is 50, doesn't match our array. And 50 divided by 5 is 10, but it doesn't match our array. So you should have had these two choices. Part B is our distributive property. So let's see, 5s are the same. 3 plus 4 is 7. Nope. 5s are the same. 5 plus 4 is 9. Yep. 5s are the same. 5 plus 2 is 7. Nope. Nope. So B is correct. Number 2, Colin wrote 3 equations. What number will make all of Colin's equations true? That should be pretty easy if you were using your because sometimes these bigger ones, they get a little bit trickier. You can always use your multiplication chart. Or simply anything times 2 is a double. What times 2 makes 14? 7. Okay, and then I can check. Let's see, 56 divided by 8 is 7. So here's 8. I stop at 56. I go up and I get 7, correct? 49. 49 is 7 times 7. We're good. Okay, number 3, hopefully you got a star. Number 3, if a group of objects is divided into 2 equal groups and one object is left over, is the number of objects even or odd? So if I've got 2 equal groups and one dude's left over, is it even? No, we got one guy left out, so it's odd Todd. Star. Mrs. Rospa wrote the expression 6 times 3 on the board. Which of the following expressions has the same value? Well, first I need to know what 6 times 3 is, which is 18. Anything times 3 is a double, plus it again. 12 plus 6 is 18. So then I need to solve these. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 3 equals, so that's a no. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 6 equals 18. Yep, but I'm going to go ahead and do them all. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 4 is 24, and 0 plus 24 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 15 equals 27. So B is correct. Hopefully you got a star. Mr. Vargas is buying used computer equipment. He buys 3 keyboards and 4 mice, and he spends $42. How much, if the items are all the same price, how much does each item cost? Okay, so we've got 3 keyboards and 4 mice, and he spent 42 bucks. If they're all the same price, how much does it cost? Usually we say you can't add them together because they're different things, but they cost the same amount, so we can add those items together. So he would have bought 4 plus 3, 7 items, and they cost $42 altogether. So we would say 42 divided by 7. Hopefully you got that. That multiplication chart would have come in handy, which is 6, and 6 times 7 is 42. So the answer would have been $6. Okay. Hopefully it's going well. Look at the counters. Draw lines around the counters to show 12 divided by 6. Well, here's 6 and here's 6. Write a multiplication fact. What would a multiplication fact be? Well, what is 12 divided by 6? 2 groups. So a multiplication fact could have been 2 times 6 is 12, or 6 times 2 is 12. Sure. Okay, I like these kind of problems. I don't know why, I just kind of do. So we solved the top. Let's solve the side. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Anything times 0 is 0. 24 divided by 4 is 6. And 27 divided by 3 is 9. So now you just have to match them. 1, and there's 1 over here. 0, 6, and 9. That's how that works. We've done that before. Okay. Cruising on through. Number 9. Crystal drew this bar diagram to model a division problem. Write a multiplication equation Crystal could use to help her solve the problem. Working backwards, fact family. So we've got 35 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it says write a multiplication problem. So we would know question mark working backwards times 5 is 35. Simple. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 7, right? 7 times 5 equals 35. Or 5 times 7 is 35. Okay. We are just cruising through. Let's look at number 10. Xavier divided his action figure collection into 2 equal groups. Okay, so that's huge. 2 equal groups. There was 1 figure left over. Describe the number of action figures Xavier has. This is very similar to the one on the front. There's 1 dude left over, so that tells us it's what? It's odd, right? We don't know how many action figures he has. It doesn't tell us. All right, Mandy is trying to find 6 divided by 0. She says the answer is 6 because 6 times 0 is 6. Is Mandy correct? Is she? No. 6 times 0 is 0, right? No, because 6 times 0 is 0. I think that one should have been pretty easy. Number 12. Luz has 36 pencil toppers. That's a lot. She sorts her pencil toppers into 6 equal groups. All right, that's our clue there, equal groups. So I know I've got 36 and I'm dividing them into 6. Yep, the answer is 6. Because 6 times 6 is 36. You can multiply, you can divide. I'll say it forever. Kira has 63 sheets of recycled paper. She gives the same number of sheets to each of 9 friends. She gives the same number, so she's dividing equally. How many? Okay, so she's got 63 and 9 friends. How many sheets does Kira give to each friend? Use the bar diagram to help. So I've got 63 divided by 9 equals question mark. Oh, that's a goofy looking question mark, sorry. Which means I know question mark times 9 is 63. So you might even use your fingers until you get 63. You can do it that way. Just keep testing. You can know you're in your head. You can use your multiplication chart. 9, 63, up, and I land on 7, just like when I use my fingers to get 63, 7. Again, you should have all these answers already. I'm just checking with me. Jules has 4 classes. For each class, he needs 3 folders. Find out how many folders he needs in all, and then write the fact family. All right, so he has 4 classes. It's like going to reading, writing, math, and science. And he needs 3 folders for each teacher. Okay, so we know that we are multiplying. And then it says the fact family. Well, 3 times 4 is 12. And then I work backwards because I need my 2 division. And I just go backwards. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. If you forgot to write the fact families, that's fine. You don't have to mark it wrong. If you got that, you can still get a star. All right, this is the one that tells us we have 4 correct answers. Gennaro wrote 4 true statements about an even and odd products. Select all, and we know that's going to be 4. It tells us an even number times an even number has an even product. Lots of words, easiest way to do it, test it. An even number times an even number. 2 times 2 equals 4. Does it have an even product? Because 4 is an even number. An even number times an odd number has an even product. So 2 times 3, 6. And so an even times an odd is even still. An odd number times an odd number has an odd product. 3 times 3 equals 9. Is 9 odd? An odd number times an even number has an odd product. Odd number times even is an odd product. Is 6 odd? No, everybody has a friend. Okay. If one factor is even, then the product is even. Is that true? If one factor is even, then the product is even. Yep. One factor is even, yep, that's true. A lot of words, but again, if you just write them out, like write out examples, piece of cake. Okay. Which number makes both equations true? This should be 9 times what is 18? It's a doubles fact. 2 makes it correct. Everyone should be starring right now. Number 17, Anna drew the bar diagram below. Write 2 equations that could represent the problem shown in Anna's bar diagram. Then solve the equations. Okay, so I've got 18 and it's divided into 3, which means my question mark times 3 equals 18. What times 3 makes 18? Six. You could have drawn it out. So 18 times 3, 18 divided by 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I have 18 dots in my 3 circles. Okay. A balloon artist wants to make 6 different kinds of balloon animals. She needs 4 balloons to make each animal. How many balloons? So are we going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Multiply. 6 different kinds of animals, and we would need 4 in each, 4 balloons in each. So we have 6 times 4 is 24. Anything times 4 is a double. 12 and 12 is 24. Hopefully you got a lot of stars on there. If not, on the ones that you missed, go back and hopefully you understand them now that we did it together, or even mom or dad could help, okay? You want a little bit of a challenge? Do the ones that we marked out. Challenge yourself. Okay, that was our math today. Tomorrow you will have a test on it. And yes, you can use your little chart if you need to. That would be fine, okay? Can't use them on FSA or benchmarks, but today for this, since we're still learning multiplication, that would be fine with me. Have a great day. I hope you got a lot of stars.